Hatchet is now whining and dining his little secretary, Sally, out in the open. Guess he's not too worried about Harriet's opinion anymore.
Considering Harriet's pathetic attempts towards Frank the Mailman, I think she's ready to move on.
Well, good for her. Though Frank could do better. Heck, he'd probably have more fun chasing his limbs away from our dog than he would on a date with Harriet.
Either way, as long as she keeps her claws off of Ed, that gorgeous hunk of rotting man meat.
Oh, Tilly, I will never understand your attraction to Ed Corpseman. Oh, but then, I've seen him after he and David go out on a Saturday night bender. Nothing but a bad influence, that Ed.
He's fun. And besides, it's not like there's a lot of other eligible bachelors that can handle a cougar like me. Jared is all grown up and in college. It's time for me to live it up in this undead life.
So, Donna, are you ready for the grand opening party later?
As ready as I'm going to be. It was so kind of Mayor Bones to offer the opening ceremony.
Oh, my Bernie's willing to support anything that makes his afterlife easier. Having 2 burial and medical centers in town will cut down the citizens' complaints about their health security.
Let us hope. Though I know the Midnights aren't very happy. Amelia screeched in my face that Norman was an ungrateful fool for leaving Ben's business and moving to David's. I simply told her that I thought he would have been a fool to stay.
Oh, and we are so grateful for your and Norman's support, Georgia. As for Amelia Midnight, let's just hope her jaw falls off again so we can all be treated to another blissfully wonderful week of her not being able to talk.
Oh, yes, Jenna, that was a wonderful week. Do you remember when we all pretended to Amelia that we couldn't understand her?
Of course I remember, Abby. And with the way that Amelia likes to talk, I'm sure that her jaw will be flapping off again. Look at the time. We really must be going.
Right you are. Let's thank Donna for hosting such a delightful morning.
You're welcome, girls. See you next time. Well, the Grape sisters are lovely girls, but I'm starting to worry for their sanity.
Starting to worry? They were like that even before the apocalypse.
If you'll remember, their mother was Daffy as well. That family's always been in its own little world.
Well, good for them. At least they're happy. We could all use a little silliness in times like these.
Of course we do. That's why we're friends with Abby and Jenna in the first place. And why we rile up Amelia.
Well, I just hope Amelia and Ben don't come anywhere near the ceremony today. This is an important day for David. And Lord help the Midnight who interferes in my family's happiness.
Hey, Delia. Hey, look, no hard feelings about the dance, right?
Of course not. It only took you like a week to come talk to me.
Well, I am dating Heather now, so it was a little hard to find the time.
Yeah, because it's not like we see each other at practice every day after school.
Oh, so we're good. Great. Look, I know we went to the dance as friends and all. I just wanted to make sure that you didn't think I was mad, that your dad was competing with my dad's business.
Oh, there won't be any competition. Your dad is as big a jerk as you are. You both think you can just say and do whatever you want without any regard to anyone else. Everyone already loathes your father and your ridiculous mother. And I can't wait until they all realize that you're just as bad as your parents.
Whoa, Delia. Way to be uncool.
Wait. I just had to open my big mouth and ruin everything.
Didn't say anything untrue.
Yeah, you just said it a little too loudly.
Well, congratulations on ending your high school career by becoming such a loser.
Ignore her. It's only a matter of time before she gets hers.
None of the girls like her anyway. It's not like she's trying to make friends.
Yeah, don't worry, Delia. There's a plan set in motion to, maybe speed karma up a little bit.
I don't even want to deal with this today. I'm getting out of here.
Well, my GPA can't handle ditching class like you two. Have fun.
Let's see. I go to class and be bored for sure, or I follow my unstable best friend and possibly get in trouble. Delia, wait up!
Everyone in Bloody Hills knows that Bernie Bones has done great things for our town because he's a family man. And he wants what's best for our family and yours. So this November, don't forget to vote Bernie Bones to remain mayor of our fair city.
Me the bat. It's my turn.
Just shut up a minute and listen, would ya? Alright, the rules of Stumble Ball are simple. All you gotta do is swing the bat to get a hit. Then stumble over the finish line before anyone can get the ball and tag you out.
But
what if nothing? Let's just play.
Hey guys, can we play Stumble Ball with you?
Yeah, that'd be fun. Watching a couple girls start crying because they skin their knee or lose a leg.
Why don't you girls just go play dolls or whatever?
Oh yeah, we don't want you or Smelly Shelly in our game.
Oh, grow up. I don't smell any worse than anyone else in town. I don't know why you bother. Dolls may be boring, but these guys are dumb. They always have. Well, maybe we'll just start our own game of Stumble Ball.
Yeah, right. Maybe if you used a beach ball and a tennis racket.
You can do anything you guys can, and probably better.
You really think you have what it takes to hang out with us?
We have brains in our heads, which makes us overqualified to hang out with you guys. Good luck, Emily. I'll be in the library when you get tired. Alright, what do I have to do to prove I can handle a simple game of Stumble Ball?
This is about more than just Stumble Ball. We only let the worthy in our game. Each and every one of us had to pass a test to prove that we were brave enough to be a part of this game.
You're not gonna make her touch the wall, are you? We all did it. If she wants to be friends with us, she's gonna have to do it too.
What wall? The one surrounding Riverside. You know, the nearest city of the living.
We'll go there after school, and if you touch the wall, you can hang out with us no matter what we are doing.
All I have to do?
What's the matter? You look scared.
Maybe she's worried about getting into trouble.
I'm not scared of anything. I'll be there after school.
We're the ones who should be worried about getting in trouble. Our moms all said we weren't allowed to leave Bloody Hills anymore because it's too dangerous.
It's not like the living never leave their stupid cities anyway. Why should we have to be locked away too?
It's not like Emily's actually gonna show up. Trust me, we'll be back in time for the ceremony later today, and our parents will never even know we left.
I hope so. My mom seems to know everything I do and make sure I get in trouble for it, too.
Man, I love scientists. You know, ever since they started testing bone dust and found it beneficial to the infected, my business has been better than ever.
Uh-huh. She's finally alone.
So what? It's not like you're actually going to grow a pair and ask her out this time.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
Donnie Deaderson, are you following me again?
Of course not. I always kept at the campus park.
And I suppose you always happen to walk by my women's studies place?
Figure I can use all the help I can get to figure out women.
And my dorm?
It is the nicest building on campus.
And the bank, just when I happen to be taking my break?
Maybe I just have incredible timing.
Oh, and here, I thought you were interested in me.
Well, that too.
Suddenly you're a smooth talker?
You inspire me.
Well, then why don't you ask me if I'm free to see you this Friday night?
Wouldn't you be with Bob?
Bob. You think I'm dating Mr. Hatchet?
Aren't you?
No, I just flirt with him and have dinner with him, and he pays for my car, dorm, and school books, and basically anything else I want. The gossips in this town, they'll just think badly of anyone.
So you're just using him?
And why shouldn't I? He only hired me because he liked the way I looked, despite the fact that I'm probably more qualified for his own job than he is. If I have looks and smarts, why not use them to their best advantage? And if Mr. Hatchet were a more confident, intelligent man, he wouldn't put up with being my personal ATM.
It's his own fault for being unhappy and not satisfied with the wife he married. If others want to think badly of me, it doesn't bother me in the slightest because I'm only doing what men have done to women for centuries, taking advantage.
Whew. I bet you get straight A's in that women's studies class.
I get A's in all my classes because I want to be the best, and I always get what I want. And right now, I want a date for Friday night.
Well, I'd hate to break your streak now, so how about dinner and a movie?
I'm so glad you asked that. I'll see you Friday.
I hate this place.
No one told you that you had to come with.
You're right. What was I supposed to do? Go to class? No. I would rather face these creepy woods outside of Bloody Hills than go to Mr. Moldley's droning math course.
Well, hello, girls. Lot more stuff to entertain me?
And what do you have for us?
Well, my contacts from Riverside haven't been here in quite a while, but I may have a couple old newspapers laying around. It's funny how each town is so curious about one another. Why don't you just talk to each other?
That's the goal someday. You know, when the living are more accepting of us.
Wait, did you guys just hear that?
Well, it's been a while since I've seen you two around here. I have some new newspapers that the girls gave me, but you're going to have to wait a little while before I read them.
Buddy, you give our newspapers to them?
Sure. Where do you think I get all the newspapers and the books and all the other stuff I give you from Riverside? I set up a trade between the two of you because I like to know what's going on. I'm nosy like that.
Well, we were coming to ask Buddy's advice, but since you two are here already, you'd better read this for yourselves.
I ditched class today so I wouldn't have to read.
This says that the living aren't happy having an infected town so close. And they're going to have a vote as to whether or not to try and get us quarantined is dangerous and have our town shut down.
That's not fair. Wait, they're not allowed to shut down an infected town unless one of our residents attacks one of the living. No one from Bloody Hills has ever done such a thing. I mean, in fact, in the past 5 years, they haven't even shut down any infected town.
Yeah, well, our mayor, Mr. Justice, isn't exactly opposed to lying.
He's been telling everyone the infected are still attacking people. And he keeps all news correspondents from other places outside of Riverside. It wasn't until we met Buddy, and he showed us stories from other parts of the country that Cliff and I realized maybe not everything we were told was true. That's why we snuck into your town last week.
Well, maybe we should go attack Riverside before they attack us.
And what would that accomplish?
I mean, a lot of full stomachs in Bloody Hill.
All right. I like the way you think.
Look, the people of Riverside just need to understand you guys better.
It doesn't seem like they want to.
Yeah, I mean, they probably think we're all mindless, brain-eating maniacs. I mean, why else would they just listen to your mayor?
The vote hasn't happened yet. I could talk to some people.
Like who, Jenny?
Who's Jenny?
She's Mr. Justice's daughter and Ash's girlfriend. She's just as likely to believe everything he has to say as everyone else is. Ash couldn't even convince her to come to the zombie dance with us last week, and she refuses to read anything that Buddy gives us, the newspapers or anything else.
You have a girlfriend?
Well, sort of.
Sort of? They've been practically engaged since the first grade.
Look, just give me till Friday to change some people's minds. We'll meet back here then, and if I wasn't successful, we can talk together and try to come up with a solution.
Wait, we have to cheer at the stumbling and lurching match this Friday. And if you want us to act normal, then we both have to be there on Friday.
Okay, fine. We'll meet here after.
All right. I get to host my first party this Friday.
Brainiacs Brainbuster Pizza is finally here!
New from Brainiacs, our delicious Brainbusters pizza made with pungent sauce, the best cheese substitute, and stuffed full of the freshest brains. It's named for Bloody Hill's own stumbling and lurching team, the Bloody Hills High Brain Busters. Come on down and give it a try. Support local sports and fill your stomachs while you're at it. No proceeds will be given to the high school or local sports.
Yes, I knew she wasn't going to show up. Just like any other girl. All talk, no spine.
So can we go now? before someone on the other side sees us and tries to shoot us or something?
Give her another 5 minutes. She's new around here. She probably had trouble following the map we drew her.
Jeez, Dennis, it's almost like you want me to show up and touch the wall. So what, you want me to join our gang?
Benson, Emily, Sydney. Shut up! I don't like her at all. But we did promise her that we were going to give her a chance.
So what? She's late, I'm bored, and Timmy over there looks like he's about to have a heart attack or something.
No, I'm fine. Let's just go before something bad happens.
Come on, we have to get back for your dad's ceremony anyway. Otherwise, our parents will know we're up to something.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late, but this map you drew me isn't exactly an accurate depiction of the area.
We're just surprised you showed up at all.
Of course I came. Is this the wall that's supposed to scare me so badly?
You don't know what they're like behind that wall. The living in Riverside hate us. They try to kill us just for standing here.
For once, he isn't exaggerating. And the longer we're here, the better chance that someone will see us. So, are you gonna touch the wall or not?
I'll do one better. There. Now everyone will know I was brave enough to come here.
Yeah, until it rained.
Whatever, I still did it. So can I hang out with you guys now and play Stumbleball?
No, why would we let a girl in our gang? Come back when we're all 16 and you need a date.
I doubt that out of the 5 of us, I'll be the one dateless. Shelly was right. I was wasting my time thinking you guys were anything other than a bunch of big losers.
As mayor, I welcome any business to Bloody Hills that'll help our neighborhood grow and prosper. We all have received wonderful care from Dr. Gooley and David Deaderson when they were with the Midnight Mortuary. Now that they've ventured out on their own, our citizens have the unique privilege of having 2 outstanding medical facilities right here to visit and to help all of our neighbors in infected cities nearby. So, join me in thanking them for their outstanding service. They certainly have made our afterlives so much easier. So, it is my great honor to cut this ribbon. I declare the Deaderson Funeral Home open for business!
Way to go, Dad. Way to stick it to the Midnights.
Oh, now, Donnie. This is about making better opportunities for our family and for our town. Getting to annoy Ben Midnight, well, that's an excellent bonus.
That must be why you chose the building across the street from the Midnight Mortuary, considering there are a ton of other empty buildings.
No. Now, this was your idea.
And what a wonderfully devious idea it was.
Oh, rope it in, Mom, please.
Congratulations, Mr. Deaderson. And if you ever need a receptionist or something, I'm always up for a chance to make extra money in the summer.
I promise you'll be the first one I call, Stacy.
David, can I borrow you a minute? I need help sawing these bones.
Hey, what say you buy me a drink so we can celebrate our friend's new success?
I could always use a drink.
And that's the problem.
I'm out of here. I can't be around my mom attempting to flirt anymore.
I'll see you later, Mom. I promise I'll be home for dinner.
Now, what has you two so quiet? I have never heard either of you be this quiet for this long. I'm starting to worry.
Just a lot to think about. Oh, God, the last thing I need is to be around Johnny. I'll see you at home, Mom. Come on, Stacy.
Don't worry, Mrs. Deaderson. It's just boy trouble. She'll get over it.
Thank you, dear. And what has you so quiet and somber?
I think I acted a little bit unfairly towards someone earlier, but none of my friends seem to like this person. So should I really have anything to feel bad about?
See, well, you do feel bad, don't you?
Sort of.
Well, then you have your answer, don't you? You know, just because everyone else is doing something doesn't mean you have to do it too. If they were all going to get a lobotomy, would you do it too?
Of course not, Mom.
All right then. You know, you have some time before you have to be home for dinner. You could go and try to make right whatever it is that you did wrong.
I guess I can try. I'm just not sure what I can do. It's a complicated situation, Mom.
I'm sure you'll do your best.
Deaderson! Deaderson, you think you outdid me, don't you?
Oh, there wasn't any contest I was aware of, Ben.
Keep playing ignorant. It doesn't matter. You can build an identical business next door to mine. You can steal away Dr. Gooley, but you'll never win, because I've got money on my side.
Nobody stole me, Ben. I chose to change practices because you drove me crazy, and David made me an offer I can't refuse.
I'm glad to hear you're still taking offers, Dr. Gooley. From what I hear, you're quite the physician for being in such a small town.
Allow me to introduce Dr. Amy Creepers of Jeepers Creepers United, one of the best doctors to the infected in the country.
In the world, actually. My partner, Dr. Jeepers, and I are at the forefront of every establishment since the virus stabilized.
Your reputation precedes you, Dr. Creepers. Welcome to Bloody Hills.
I'm also aware of your impressive credentials, and I can't help but wonder exactly, Doctor, why are you here?
Yes, that's where I come in. See, I've donated a lot of money to their research over the last several years in a quest to find a cure. And when I was put in this bad situation, I reached out to Dr. Creepers, and she agreed to be the resident physician at Midnight Mortuary. So enjoy your ceremony, Deaderson, because once everyone finds out I have one of the two best doctors to the infected world at my place, your business will dissolve like the family fortune you invested in it.
So he's a horrible person. But if we ever hope to find a cure, we have to keep the walkers with the deep pockets happy. On that note, it was a pleasure meeting you both. Dr. Gooley, keep that offer in mind. I hope we can find a place for you at JCU.
You don't think having her here will ruin us?
No.
Do you?
No, not at all. He'll drive her crazy like he drove us crazy. She'll be out of town the next time Deep Pockets comes by with a better offer.
And you? How long will you stay with an offer at JCU on the table?
How little faith do you have in me, David? I'm committed to Bloody Hills. I'm committed to the Deaderson Funeral Home.
You're sure? Norman, I wouldn't want to be the one that holds you back.
Not holding me back. Where else am I going to find that great group of guys that I can beat at poker every Friday night? But seriously, George and I thought about leaving before, when Midnight was driving us crazy. But you know what? We've got roots here. This is our home. This is our future.
Thanks, buddy. You know, Bloody Hills needs you, but I need you more if I'm going to beat Midnight.
Beat Midnight? I thought this wasn't a contest, David.
Oh, come now, Norman. Don't play ignorant.
Okay, so what are you going to do? Stand on the street corner and shout to the world that the zombies are our friends?
I'll convince Jenny to ask her dad to have a town meeting, and then I'll present all the evidence that we have. The infected are no longer dangerous to us.
You'd have better luck on the street corner.
Uh-oh. Looks like Jenny wasn't bluffing this time.
Oh, great! Now he'll never have a meeting for me.
Are you two insane?
Are you? Or are you just deliberately lying to everyone about the infected?
What are you talking about?
I think you know what I mean.
I don't think you know what you think I know. You know nothing. And furthermore, if I catch either of you guys heading out of the city again, you will not be allowed back in. Let's see what you think about the virus when you have no place safe to run.
Hey, Dad, you can't do that.
What are you talking about? I'm the mayor of this city. It is my job to protect the residents of Riverside. I cannot take a chance of somebody coming into our city with that virus. Consider this your first and your last warning. Mr. Ashton, Mr. Burton, I would heed that warning. Are you coming home?
No, I'll see you at home.
I can't believe you ratted us out.
I didn't. Someone overheard you idiots talking about leaving the walls today, and they reported you. I was the one who kept my dad from sending over the entire police force to come arrest you for treason.
Treason? Is that even a real crime on the city level? If I'd have known I was committing treason, I'd have lived it up a little more.
My father might be a bit overzealous, but he has a point. There is no telling how this virus was transmitted. I mean, for all we know, it could be breathing the same air as the infected.
But we do know. It's in the newspapers from the other uninfected survivors. How scientists are trying to figure out the virus. It can still only be passed through a scratch or a bite. And what's more, infected scientists and doctors are trying to find a cure. I read about this health center, the JCU. They're making a lot of headway into trying to figure out this virus. Imagine all that could be accomplished if all these scientists and doctors could work together.
Toby, why do you even care? What happens to the infected does not even affect us.
Why don't you care that our entire city is being left in the dark about what's really going on outside these walls? Being forced into ignorance does affect us.
Hey now, is this going to turn into another premarital spat? Because I've got better things to do.
Oh, really?
Okay, not really. I have no life. But I'd still rather not be forced into watching another live episode of Battle of the Sexes Relationship Issues Edition.
Maybe I'll just talk to you later when we can both be alone and we can both calm down.
Okay, so if we leave the city again, we can't come back. What's the plan now?
Same as it was before. We just try to convince people that they've been lied to for over a decade. And then on Friday night, we meet Stacy and Delia at Buddy's. We'll just have to make sure that no one knows we're sneaking out this time.
Sneaky, underhanded, but with noble intentions. A clandestine meeting with mysterious undead ladies. This has all the makings of an excellent plan. I can't wait to see how we mess it up.